Yes, we can using our velocity suite tools like RP and IDP, the OCR of so as part of the velocity suite. We have multiple cloud suite FSM customers who have bought velocity suite with such use cases. So I think now should be for the specific customer. I'm not sure where this question that they could reach out to their customer success manager or maybe the account for deployments of these types of use cases for FSM customers.
Okay, thank you. Let's see here. Fatma, can be used in Sigma project to identify special causes in production lines. Is this usually done with statistical packages, not IA? I imagine AI.
Okay, so Six Sigma is that's like it's using statistical models, and yes, the answer is yes. We can use M4 AI, and M4 AI. Within that, we can build statistical models. And there are when I showed in the demo, like there are no pre-built packages with those specific statistical models, but you can use the specific custom algorithm where you can create your specific model and to do whatever. And use like additional statistical packages that should be installed, and with that you can use it for anything you want. M4 AI can be used for anything you want at that point. And yeah, as part of AIS, we can work with the team. Usually, work with the end users and understand what is right or what is the business problem, and ask ourselves the question of what specific model is needed for that business problem. Sometimes it's going to be a purely statistical model. Sometimes it's the ML model where we're building more complex models, and sometimes it's an optimization model. And yes.
So is there an extra cost for AI? I don't see it. I don't see if we go into OS for our company. That's for you, Satish.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, there is obviously an extra with Velocity Suite. Obviously, the customers, they have the journey of getting into the multi-tenant cloud world. They'll be on live on multi-tenant cloud, but then this is like as Max was saying, a flat fee with unlimited usage, which is the most important thing, because it gives an opportunity for to take advantage of multiple pre-built out-of-box use cases, either for automation or even for agents available. But that comes at an extra cost. Okay, so but then if a customer would like to actually try out Info AI as a platform, like what Fatma was explaining, they could try it out for their own use cases. But with Velocity and AIS, which is fast, they will get out of box content, unlimited usage of these products, and then they start becoming a flat fee, right? They can reach out to the concerned account manager or more details, and we'll be happy to support.
You may have answered this one already, but let's see. If Info.OS doesn't have the AI section, what needs to be done to look at for you also?
If a they can reach out to the support organization, like in the US as a country. actually get to this AI platform and support can actually help enable it for them to go for AI. Yes, with all the details that are being shown here, they would like to reach out to them.
Satish,
Customer success rep. So we'll be happy to.
Satish, you broke up there, and we only caught the last bit of it, and I think this is an important question. Can you just summarize what you just said? Or if you want to repeat it, because completely we didn't hear you. Yeah, we're having a connection issue.
Okay.
Yeah, we're having a connection issue. Let's wait.
Just see if I can disable them.
And while we wait, let's go to you.
Okay.
Fama, do we need to create the quest ourselves, or is that something that Infor has created that we can adjust to our needs?
Okay, so without the AIS team or Infor Velocity, you will need to create those quests yourself. So I've shown you like some of the steps. There are, I think, in Infor you, some of the guides or the tutorials on how to create those quests. But you will need to create them. Once you are in Infor or on the AIS, like we manage, you don't have to do it yourself. We manage that. It's a subscription where you deploy the solution for you for the human pieces in the environment, and you don't have to worry about that part, that technical part. And we will work on the maintenance, of course. But without that, you will need to create those quests yourselves.
Satish, I see you're back. You want to give that another try?
For the customers, in such case, we would like the customer, each own manager or a customer success team member, and we'll be actually happy to help out because those are given at a pretty competitive price, a flat fee stage with out-of-box content, whatever we have built from the product side for making customers successful from a value fee.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, Fatma, we have one here that probably belongs to you. Why do we need to import data from data lake or data sets? Can we use the data that is lying in data lake directly for Quest? iQuest.
Yeah. So, thank you for asking the question, but we cannot use it directly from data lake. So the Infor AI will have its own data management system, so it's a separate thing than the data lake. So within data lake, you will have all the data that you need and all the versions of the data. But we don't want to have that move to the data sets. All of that move to the data set. We need to be conscious and make sure that only the data that we need to be processed by the quests. And that's by design how that works. And sometimes we will just need a version of the data lake or data lake object, not all of the version, or just a subset means like last month data or last day data. to process it and get some and run the model, and that makes sure like processing it faster, and then you will get the results faster way. And by design, like I said, we will get the data from data lake through that data set.
Great. Let's see. Let's find another question here. Is it available with only the velocity suite with respect to AIS? That would be for you, Satish.
Yeah. So velocity suite, as Max was presenting, is the prerequisite for for customers' path for AI innovation. So that's where I think it all starts, because as Infor and the product and development organization, we have carefully thought of, like when we present all these tools without content and the value it can offer. Velocity suite is a prerequisite for any of our customers to go towards the agentic enterprise path. And then AI is actually what are far more like a subset. So with the catalog of use cases, you have different there's automation use cases, there is like basic AI, there's insights use cases, and then there are cases like forecasting, what Fatma was presenting from Turtle, or they're actually more a subset of velocity suite. So for getting AIS, velocity suite is a prerequisite.
Okay. Do we have to design the quest and know what each step needs to be, or is it a template? That's for you, Fatma.
Yes, and I think I have answered the question. The question was asked differently, but yes, we'll need to design the quest and look at it, or like create it yourself. There will be no templates in the environment when you have it, but with AIS and Infor Velocity, you will have access to all the application or the solutions available, and with AIS you will have the access to a team work with you to design and create those quests.
Okay. All right, we're running a little bit over, but I think we can squeeze in two more questions, and they're going to be for you, Satish, obviously. So, not obviously, but I'm saying it's about the velocity suite. So let me see here. How can I automate loading a paper packing slip into IDM and using OCR/AI to attach the right PO receipt?
The most call it actually. So this is what actually customers ask for, and very, I would say, low-hanging fruit use case that I probably less than a 4-week, honest, end-to-end, because velocity suite use cases, the way they are designed is to rapid value customers. They are not like cloud suite implementations that take a longer time. So the proof of delivery or packing digitization is a very common use case that is available as part of our catalog. So whoever has asked this question, that type of use case is available in our catalog. We have deployed for customers. They're seeing immense value from that. Taking out all the manual effort and day-to-day redundancy, for any of the business users.
Sounds like we have a pretty big catalog of these use cases. All right. Next question is
across industries, by the way.
All right. Last question, and then we have to go. How do we know if we need to have the upgraded package versus using what Cloud Suite already provides? Satish?
Very good question, to be honest. We would like our customers who are on cloud or in the path of moving to cloud, of course, to see the value from our Cloud Suite, which is the ERP or the whatever we are talking here from the applications, right? So which I think if a customer has Customer Success Plus types of subscriptions, their Customer Success team member should be able to give them insight into what they are using from a feature function module point of view, which